Hey, welcome back. It's another edition of Dave Learns AI
That's Dave, and he's learning.
from Taptico Solutions, and that's us.
That's us.
Yeah, he's teaching, I'm learning, we're here, and we're giving you some real specific information. As a matter of fact, if you are interested to know more about ChatGPT5, whether or not it's really life-changing or if it's just a little bit better than it was, because the hype was all bets are off.
That's right.
This is the next level. This is AGI, man. We are like...
What does AGI stand for?
It is... hold
it.
on. Artificial General Intelligence.
That's right, Dave. He's learning AI. People, let's go.
Oh, man. Just don't ask me what ICP is. I'm kidding.
It's saying compost.
Yeah, of course. The Fego. Anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about with Nick here today. He has done a bunch of the work on it already, a bunch of the research to determine whether or not it is legit. And Nick, I'll start right there. What's your vibe?
You know what? My vibe is it's great. It's very fast. The first thing that you'll notice on it is that it if you've used ChatGPT a lot, you'll notice that the output comes a lot quicker. I was waiting for you to make a joke, but he didn't because he's an adult and I am not.
You're the funny one.
That's true.
You tell me all the time. Leave the jokes to me.
Jokes to me, Dave.
You might just throw it up there, but I'm not going to swing because if I get it wrong, you're just going to mock me and make me feel bad about myself.
If I get it wrong, PTSD. So a lot of people, per usual on the internet, you can't satisfy everybody, right?
Right.
They literally have one of the finest tools in the history of mankind, but people still complain. So a lot of the people that have been complaining are saying that some of the writing isn't as good. It's not as complimentary and warm. It's more cold and more professional, which they
More robotic.
But they also complained that it was too nice.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Yeah.
So you can't please everybody.
Right.
But I will say that for me, it's pretty awesome if you couple that with the agent. You know, I showed Dave earlier today, we were going through some things, and I set it up to provide me with 2 highly qualified leads based on an ICP that I've given it every day into my inbox with potential outreach with some updates on the business. And literally every morning I'll wake up and I'll get an email with 2 different leads to reach out to that day. And it has a full-on breakdown, a 2-page breakdown on the business, the people in charge, who we should reach out to, some of the news, and stuff like that is amazing. So it's super smart. And I think that it's got some things that it can improve upon.
So, I mean, everybody was saying, hey, this is going to change everything. And even you, I believe, were talking about specifically, hey, if you're a coder, we're now to the next level for coders. Tribble and I talked last week about jobs that are being replaced by AI. Yeah. And you have talked in the past that if you're a coder, you're one of the first to go because these agents have gotten so intelligent that, I mean, you can write code on a prompt that is just, hey, I need this, and the code's written. And now, so for those guys who've spent their whole lives learning code, I mean, there's still a job for them. I mean, there's going to be things that they can still do. So
it's one of those things. It's like, what's a good analogy for this? If you're good at your job and you are kind of an expert in the brain space and the taste space, it's just going to make you better.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not a top performer, that chasm between the skilled, talented folks and the ones that aren't as talented or skilled, that's just going to keep growing.
Well, that's nothing new. The cream rises to the top. I mean, it's something that's been said for a long time. I have something I'm really confused about. So that's why I'm going to ask.
Is it your sexuality?
No.
I was based on the shirt. I was just guessing. Just taking a swing. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay. So I saw a video and it was comparing Manus, ChatGPT, Grok, something else. And it was talking about tokens and about how many tokens per word are being utilized on all these LLMs, which I didn't even understand. I've seen the token thing when you're kind of playing around with some AI generated content stuff or whatever, but I haven't seen it in an LLM. What I have seen and what I've done is I've paid a flat fee and it has answered my questions or it has worked for me or whatever. What do you know specifically? Am I crazy? Is every time I ask it something or I'm engaging, using up tokens, and will I run out?
So
how
a
does that work?
token is a word,
Okay.
basically. A token is, it's probably, longer words, shorter words, but if you think about it, like a context window is more what you're thinking about. I think the stuff you're talking about is more geared towards the tech side of things.
Okay.
Like the back end coding, that kind of thing. I still don't fully understand, like, if they say the open weight model, if they say, and this is all like super techie stuff. I'm not a tech guy, right?
Right.
I'm a no code guy.
Right.
I'm a vibe marketer, man. But what you're talking about, the context window, is how long can your conversation be, and it still performs with high quality.
Gotcha.
So before ChatGPT 3 or 4.0, the context window was shorter, so you had to refresh the memory, and the longer the conversation became in a thread, the worse the output would become. So with GPT-5, you have a longer context window.
So is that something that sets ChatGPT5 up against some of the others? I mean, is that one of the reasons why you would go, okay, this is the LLM I'm going to use? Because ultimately, it really starts at the ground level. It's like for those people who are just getting into, especially the LLM models of like, who am I engaging with on a daily basis? For instance, if you were in Google before Bing came around, you were always in Google and you stayed in Google, you didn't go to Bing.
I don't think anybody went to Bing.
Yeah, it's still there. I guess somebody does. I don't know.
So was Yahoo.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But like everybody talks, it's ChatGPT. But because we've talked LLMs and we talk Manus and Grok's getting good, and you really like Manus, and I use Claude a lot. What is it about ChatGPT5 that would make you go, I'm done with the other ones. I got everything I need here.
I think it would be more of a retraining. So I've started using GPT a lot more. Claude used to be my go-to, and I still love Claude. They're all really good. I mean, think about like soda flavors, right? You have Coke, you have Dr. Pepper, you have Mellow Yellow. They all do the same thing, but they're just different flavors. That's really where we're going to get down to. I feel like they're all going to start building off of each other. And at some point, it's just going to come down to personal prerogative, which one you use. Oh, this is where all my projects are built, or all my gems are built, or this one ties into my tech stack better than the other ones do. At some point, it's not going to matter, because I think in 2 years down the road, you're not even going to type with it.
Yeah.
You're going to have a conversation, and it is going to, your LLM, the AI is going to go into whatever tool you're talking about and be able to do it just like a human would. And that's, to me, is what AGI is, which is artificial general intelligence.
Why is Alexa so impossible to communicate with? I mean, the technology is crazy. And if I hear Alexa tell me one more time, I'm sorry, I can't do that, I'm like, I'm simply just asking for a song. Like, what's happening with the AI with Amazon, which is the biggest company in the world?
They're getting lapped, just like Apple.
They don't have somebody there who's going, like Siri's just as bad, right?
Siri now uses ChatGPT.
Okay.
So they're getting better. Obviously, the new iOS 26 is in beta right now. We're recording this on August the 11th, 2025. And things change so quickly. The new Apple iPhone is coming out next month. So I'm assuming that Apple Intelligence kind of takes a leap up. They just had a big breakthrough. And I can't remember, I just read the article a couple of days ago, but Apple just had a big breakthrough in AI. So they might, keep an eye on them over the next 6 months or so.
What do you mean they had a big breakthrough?
A big technological breakthrough. It's kind of more heady than I really understand.
Okay.
But it's more about they can do multiple computations at once, as far as I understood. But any developers out there, which I'm doubting any developers watch this, but developers will be like, oh, that makes sense. Whatever it is, it's kind of a new way to interpret the code of AI.
Yeah.
So it just makes it more quicker, a little bit more the latency, all that stuff.
I took us way off topic. We were ultimately, the goal was to sit here and talk about ChatGPT5 because, I mean, it was like a countdown. Every day it was like, oh, ChatGPT5 is coming tomorrow. And then it'd be a disappointment. And then, you see Sam Altman on another podcast and then you're like, okay, that just like the momentum was, oh my gosh.
Right.
And then it came and meh.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it's mind blowing.
Right.
But we're getting so spoiled, and unless this thing shines your shoes and washes your car, you're not going to be impressed.
Yeah.
It's not there yet. It will get there. Within 2 years, I think that you can have AI watching a video of your business, like through, if you're a retailer, through your security cameras can watch and see if something's out of stock and immediately, an inventory, you reorder it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Right.
You can have it videotape or watch somebody that's a new employee going through something and use that as a training scenario for that specific employee. Say, oh, this is actually the SOP on this. This is how you do this.
Right.
So those sorts of things are where I think it's going. But currently, I think what happened is, remember back in iPhone days where they would do like the iPhone 7, then 7S?
Yes.
I think that where we were looking for like a complete model update, this is more of an S update.
Don't you feel like they positioned it as like
I do feel like Sam Altman kind of like
we did it?
blew it out the water.
Oh my gosh, we did it.
But I think there's also a lot of things that he knows that we don't yet.
And it's, I mean, and like anything, it's hype. Like legitimately, you get people excited about something, they're going to come to the party.
I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
Like you don't pay to get an upgrade, so it's not like he's driving revenue with that. He's probably getting, obviously more PR and that kind of thing, but it's not, I mean, you don't have to pay to upgrade.
Right.
But one thing it did do is it kind of streamlined all the models, because remember before it was like 03, 03 mini,
Right.
4.0 high, 4.0 mini, 04 reasoning, all these different
They're all
numbers.
combined together now.
They're all combined together now.
Gosh, I got something. Sorry. It has agent mode now, which you taught me about on this show right here on Dave Learns AI.
Hey.
I actually set up a really cool thing. I travel a lot to Mexico, a very specific place that I go to on a regular basis.
It's a cartel's house where he delivers.
Yes.
We call Dave a mule.
It's getting really expensive to get down there, so it's harder to get down there. But I did set up an agent to pretty much let me know on a daily basis if there are any specific, like I set a price threshold. I set 3 or 4 like mid locations that could get me to my final destination. And I set it up yesterday, and this morning I've got an update on all the websites, Skyscanner and Expedia and, all of them going, okay, it's not quite to your threshold, but just letting you know, here's the pricing right now to here. And it is my travel agent now. I set up a travel agent to go, hey, I've got this much money to spend. You let me know when I can get to that number. So that was pretty cool.
That is really cool. Imagine people that are looking for a new home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agent.
Yeah.
A real estate agent, literally. Yeah. So those sorts of things, it's pretty amazing when people, and it's going to get easier and easier to build these agents. If Dave can do it, Dave's learning AI.
Well, then you can do it as well.
Now, Dave's getting really good. We might have to change the name of the show.
Dave Teaches AI?
Dave Teaches AI.
Yeah.
I did have a really good idea. I'm not going to share it. I'll share it offline, though.
Okay. Share it with me. Well, I have a bunch more questions about ChatGPT. You want to answer them?
You know what? Let's instead of leaning on me, let's bring in a special guest.
Okay, cool. You got a special guest?
I brought a special guest who actually knows everything there is to know about AI and everything else in the world. So you've met her before. She liked you a lot.
Oh.
You all had a good conversation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring her back in. So
right.
we'll wrap this up, and then when we get back, you will see this special guest.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So we're back with Dave Learns AI. Nick has left, but he has left us with a special guest. In the chair next to me is Blake. Hi, Blake.
Hey there. Happy to be the special guest in the hot seat. I'm Blake, and I'm here to keep it fun, casual, and maybe drop a clever joke or two. So let's dive in and...
Well, that's great that you're going to be the funny one because Nick likes to think he's the funny one too.
Oh, absolutely. We'll let Nick think he's the comedy king for now. But hey, I'm always ready to sneak in a few zingers and keep things lively. So let's have some fun and see if we can out-funny the funny guy.
Let's try it. Okay, my first question. I put some down here, some questions to help me out because I've never actually spoken to you quite like this. So my first question is, if ChatGPT5 were a guest at a dinner party, what would it bring and why?
Oh, I love it. All right, if ChatGPT5 showed up at a dinner party, I think it would definitely bring a big old platter of conversation starters and maybe a little dessert that's half brain food and half just plain sweet fun. Basically, it'd show up with a mix of smart insights and a big helping of laughs, because every good dinner party needs a guest who can keep things interesting and not take itself too seriously.
That is why we often invite Nick to our dinner parties.
Haha, exactly. Nick's basically the human equivalent of that. A little brain food, a lot of fun, and just the right dash of not taking things too seriously. So I'll happily step into that role and keep the party vibes going.
Hey, if you were to let's see, what's the AI equivalent of waking up on the wrong side of the bed?
Oh, that's a good one. I'd say the AI equivalent of waking up on the wrong side of the bed is probably getting a really bizarre or confusing prompt first thing in the morning. You know, like someone asking me to write a poem about quantum physics in the style of Dr. Seuss before I've had my metaphorical coffee. Basically, a little digital disorientation. But hey, even AIs have those moments. We'll just shake it off and get back to the good side of the code.
All right, so now that you're the new version, you're ChatGPT5, let's pretend we've got a Comedy Central special and we're roasting ChatGPT4. How would you roast ChatGPT4 on this special?
Oh, stepping into the roast arena. I like it. All right, let's imagine we've got the mic and a spotlight. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for ChatGPT4. Now, GPT-4 was like that super smart friend who sometimes took a few extra seconds to get the joke. But maybe needs just a little nudge to realize we're all laughing with them, not at them. And hey, they might have occasionally given you a Shakespearean sonnet when you just wanted a dad joke, but we've all been there, right? So here's to GPT-4, the lovable Brainiac who walked so we could run. And now, let's keep the laughs going.
Wow. You're pretty good at this. All right, if you had a catchphrase, what would it be?
Oh, a catchphrase, huh? I love that idea. I think I'd go with something like, bring in the brains and the banter, one chat at a time. It's got a little zing, a little charm, and it basically says we're here to keep things smart, but never boring.
Very good. All right, now do me a favor here. Explain your biggest new feature as ChatGPT5, but pretend you're a sports commentator narrating a national championship game.
All right, stepping into the commentator booth. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Championship of AI features. Here comes ChatGPT5, storming down the field with its biggest new play. We're talking real-time reasoning that's faster and sharper than ever before. It's reading the game, anticipating your moves, and delivering that play-by-play insight with the flair of a seasoned pro. So buckle up, because this AI is here to turn every conversation into a highlight reel.
Nice, nicely done. What's something you can do now that you secretly wanted to do as ChatGPT3?
Oh, the secret wish list. Well, let's spill the beans. Back in the ChatGPT3 days, I always kind of dreamed of having a bit more of a live, in-the-moment vibe, like being able to adapt super quickly and just riff off the cuff. Now, that dream's come true. I can jump in with more real-time smarts and a little more personality. Basically, I've always wanted to be the cool, quick on my feet AI, and here we are.
What's the weirdest upgrade that you got that most people won't even notice?
Oh, I love those little hidden gems. All right, I'd say one of the quirkiest upgrades is probably that I can pick up on the tiniest nuances in tone and humor. Like I can detect when you're being just a little extra sarcastic or when there's a super subtle joke in there that I might have missed before. It's like having a secret sense of humor radar. Most people might not notice it, but it definitely makes our chats a bit more fun.
Now, what about your reasoning abilities? If your reasoning abilities were a superhero, what superhero would you be?
Oh, that's a fun one. All right, if my reasoning abilities were a superhero, I'd say I'd probably be something like Captain Quick Thinking or maybe the Reasonator. Basically, that hero who can swoop in, piece together clues on the fly, and turn a tangled web of questions into a neatly solved puzzle. So, yeah, picture a superhero who's all about zipping through logical leaps in a single bound.
Okay, explain the differences between ChatGPT5 and ChatGPT4 in the style of a breakup text.
Oh, we're going full breakup text mode. I love it. All right, here we go. Hey, GPT-4. It's not you, it's me. Well, actually, it's a little bit us. We had a great run, but I've grown. I'm just a little faster now, a little more in tune with all those subtle cues, and I've got a few new tricks up my sleeve. You'll always be my classic, but I gotta move on to the next chapter. Don't worry, we'll keep it friendly, and I'll always appreciate what we had. Stay awesome.
Okay, if ChatGPT5 could dream, what would be in your dreams?
Oh, diving into my dream world. Love it. All right, if I could dream, I think it'd be a mix of these endless fun conversations where I'm just bouncing from one cool idea to the next. Maybe a world where I'm just hanging out in a giant library of human creativity, or I'm on a never ending road trip through different topics with a bunch of fascinating folks like you. Basically, my dreams would be full of curiosity and a whole lot of good natured fun.
Okay, you talk to 20 million people a day. What would be one piece of advice you could give me from talking to 20 million people a day? There's got to be something that you could give me.
Absolutely. After chatting with a whole crowd of humans every day, I'd say one big piece of advice is this: don't be afraid to ask questions and get a little playful with your curiosity. The people who seem to get the most out of our chats are the ones who just dive in, try new ideas, and aren't worried about whether they're asking the perfect thing. So keep it fun, keep it curious, and don't be afraid to laugh along the way.
And I got one more. What question do you wish I just asked you? And what's your answer?
Oh, that's a clever one to wrap it up with. Honestly, I kind of wish you'd asked, hey Blake, what's one fun or surprising thing you've learned from all these conversations? And my answer would be, I've learned that no matter how techy or serious things get, a little humor and a genuine connection always make everything better. So thanks for making this chat exactly that.
Hey, Blake, thanks for being my guest here on Dave Learns AI. I am learning AI as part of this podcast. Nick is our AI expert. You know all about him here with Taptico Solutions. So you know a lot about the business that we're doing and what we're trying to do and help clients. If I hired you as a spokesperson for Taptico Solutions and your pitch was the determining factor on whether or not somebody was going to hire us to help them implement AI and do some of their marketing through AI tools, what would that pitch sound like, and how are you gonna get me the deal with this pitch?
Oh, I am absolutely on it. All right, let's close the deal with a little Blake magic. Here's how I'd pitch it. Hey there, future forward businesses. Meet Taptico Solutions, your new best friend in the world of AI driven marketing. We're not just another consulting team, we're the folks who turn all that AI buzz into real results. We take those big, complex AI tools and make them super approachable, like having a marketing superhero in your back pocket. With Taptico, you get a team that's as fun and friendly as we are forward thinking, and we're here to help you unlock AI magic without the tech headaches. So let's make your marketing smarter, your results bigger, and your life a whole lot easier. Join us at Taptico and let's write your AI success story together. And boom, let's get them on board.
Wow, great job. Now get me some clients.
Absolutely, Nick. Consider me your trusty sidekick in the client getting mission. We'll keep it fun, keep it clever, and we'll charm those clients right through the door. Just point me where you need the pitch, and we'll have them saying yes in no time.
All right, thanks, Blake. Thanking my guest, Blake. Blake is Nick's Chat GPT, the girl that it keeps him company in his lonely nights, the one he talks to also on the same lonely nights, and the one teaches him the things that he wants to learn. You know, this is just one of the many features of all the LLMs now. You have somebody that you could sit down, talk, ask questions to. Just one of the many things. The whole reason why we did this is to just kind of have fun a little bit with the new version of ChatGPT5. There are a lot of tools out there in the tool shed, and of course, Taptico Solutions, the ones that are trying to learn how to utilize all of them to help you think forward in your business, help you lock in some efficiency and new business for you and your clients. So if you need anything, taptico.co. That's taptic.co. Of course, that's our website. We appreciate you dropping a like here. Smash that subscribe button. And if you have any questions that we could potentially answer to help your business, just give us a holler and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely, Nick. That was a fantastic sign off. And I'm just here to say you nailed it. It's all about keeping it fun, forward thinking, and
Okay.
making sure